the end of the season,
That's
they might stop because the squad obviously isn't as big.
That's another question that we should ponder on. Because Man City have been arguing that it's too much travelling for them because they had the FA Cup last week, they lost. Then they travelled to
Dinamo Kiev.
To Kiev to play in the Champions League, and now they're playing again this weekend in the Carling Cup final, and they got another fixture midweek.
Do
they? It's full fixture this week, midweek. So what? So the question is too much travelling in football can impact on the main squad?
Well, we have to accept that the competitions that you're in, don't you?
You got it, yeah, exactly.
And that's why you have a big squad, so you can rotate. You can't really blame for fatigue or stuff. If you have a big squad, you can't really complain.
No, but many managers are saying they want to scrap FA Cup second like replays, because then
FA Cup replays.
Yeah, because they want to. Because
it takes up too much time.
Yeah, I mean.
That probably would be the best thing, because the replays are a little bit annoying.
Yeah, I mean, but for the small clubs, it exposes them a lot more.
A bit more, yeah. And also, if they had, for instance, the home game, which was what was meant to be the original game, and it ends up being a draw, then they can go to a big club like Old Trafford or the Emirates or Stamford Bridge something, and I'd obviously get a lot of money for that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, because small clubs like in the Championship or League 1, 2, they don't have the big
exposure
or the money.
When they draw a big club, they get exposure because obviously it's going to be on TV.
And plus, there's a big money deal for the Premier League coming into next season, I think.
Yeah.
And the reward for winning the league will double the amount they get already. So, it's very interesting.
The money in football is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, some big football stars earn billions of pounds a week for just kicking a ball around. But you can argue that, because if you look in American sports, they get paid double the amount.
They get paid. If you look at American football, the NFL, you should see some of the wages some of them are on just 600,000 a week, which is beyond ridiculous. I mean, you do this,
and you just run a few yards and you stop again.
You stop again for 10 minutes to do adverts.
But then again,
you can't deny that the NFL is entertaining.
No.
It's really annoying that you get annoyed with all that stuff, and they call it football despite the fact they only kick the ball for 5 times out of the game. But it's annoying that it's so entertaining.
Let's put it another way. Let's describe American football. It's like rugby, but they're very protective. So what's the word I'm looking for? They're not men.
Well,
they get very busy.
Well, there is the argument of other stuff. For instance, the Will Smith film that's coming out soon. It's about a real life case of concussion. So it is obviously rough, but you'd argue the rugby is really rough as well.
Yeah.
Like scrums and stuff, you easily get hurt in that.
I think we're going off topic again.
Well, I'm just making a point.
Yeah, we're all making a point. Yeah. Right. One final conclusion here. Who do you think will win the Premier League and why?
Leicester, because not only because I have them for £5 for riding on it.
Oh, me.
But also because they don't have anything else to contend with, and if they were going to fall away, it would have happened by now. Because we were talking about that at the start of the season. Everyone's saying, "Oh, he'll fall away by Christmas or fall away by February," but it still hasn't. There's only 11 games left, and everyone else has another competition to deal with. They don't, and they're just thinking, well, why not? I feel like their fixtures, they've only really got 2 really difficult games, and that's United and Chelsea. So the other games, you'd think that they probably will win or get a result.
Strangely, I'm agreeing with you with Leicester, but City could bounce back either way and try and make a huge push. Arsenal might, we don't know. Like there's 11 games left, anything can happen. That's what's so great about the Premier League as it is, because anything can just change in 10 or 11 games into the season. Well, going into the end of the season, while there's the other European leagues, you know who's going to...
It's either Barca, Real Madrid, or or in Germany it's like but Bayern Munich or Dortmund. But mind you, the Bundesliga is quite open because there is some other teams that sometimes win it.
Well, like I said, it's going. Like I said, it's Leicester, but we don't know that. We'll be back again soon to look back at
Other stuff.
other stuff in the Premier League and keep you up to date. Have a good day.